city. So I hope that you guys are okay with us. So my name is Julia Jones, and I work for a startup that's based here in Albuquerque, Plug Solar. We just launched a product called the Sunport. I've been attending 1 Million Cups probably for about a year now. That's actually where I got connected to my current employer. So I'm a product of our entrepreneurial community. So it's awesome. It's been an awesome journey.
Yeah.
So what we want to be able to do today is we want to encourage everybody in here to tweet, to live tweet. Is everybody on Twitter? Anybody on Twitter here? Yes, awesome. So there's some hashtags, and then also tag us at 1 Million Cups ABQ. We are giving away some gift certificates from O'Neill's and Gioco. So please tweet at us, and we'll randomly give them away. So today we have Women to Be and Intelligent Cleaning Products joining us. Let's see, what else do we need to mention? There you go.
So if you've never been here before, the way that this works is that we're going to do a 6-minute presentation sponsored by, whether it's Women to Be or Intelligent Cleaning Products. They're going to talk about their background, how they became an entrepreneur, a little bit about their business, and then there's going to be about a 20-minute Q&A. So this is the time for the audience to give some feedback, some suggestions, ask some more questions about their business. Then we're going to take a little break in between presenters and have some announcements during that time as well. It's going to be a great time for you guys to be able to tweet, maybe win some prizes. And then the second presenter will come on and we'll repeat that process. 6 minutes of kind of explaining about their business, 20 minutes of a Q&A session, and then we'll wrap up and have some time for everyone to be able to do a little bit of networking today.
Awesome. Thank you, Charles. So first up, we are going to welcome the founder, Christine Glidden, and she is the founder of Women to Be.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. I can't even tell you how excited I am to be here. I am Christine Glidden, and I'd like to introduce my partner here, David Savetti, and we're here to tell you today about an important project, a 501c3 that was started about 2 years ago called Women to Be. I'm a trekker, and I go places. 2 years ago, I decided I wanted to go someplace big, in fact, shocking. So I looked on the map, and I found these mountains, and they're called the Himalayas, and they're in Nepal. So that's where I decided to go. While I was planning my trip, I had tea one day with a friend of mine, and her name is Duka. And Duka was born in Bhutan, but she was forced to live in Nepali refugee camps for 17 years. She relocated to the United States about 5 years ago, which was when I met her. And over the course of those 5 years, she told me about her life in the camps, and it's unimaginably horrific. So I'm planning the trip, we're having tea one day, and she says to me, just kind of casually, she says, one of the worst parts of living in the camp is none of the women or girls, including myself, had underwear or pads, sanitary pads. I was like stunned. And I figured, I'm going over there anyway. I'm going to do something. I don't know what it is, but I'm doing something. I did some research, and I found this organization called Days for Girls. And Days for Girls had designed this thing called a kit. So I raised a little bit of money, and I brought 380 kits to Beldagi, which was Duka's camp. So now, what is a kit? Well, I have my able-bodied assistant over here who's going to Vanna White you a kit.
Well, that's okay. Everybody can hear me all right? Yeah. Good. All righty then. Well, this is the kit altogether, but what it consists of is 10 of these, which are reusable sanitary pads that can be folded up. They are put inside. There's 2 different attachment covers, tag carriers that can be set inside, and that's actually attached to the underwear. How do you like that? So it looks like this. This is what it snaps under, and the girl can wear it. All right. Now, the pack can be removed, stored in a plastic bag, washed later, and reused. And there's even a cloth to help clean. So that's what's in every single kit for these ladies. These kits will last anywhere from 1 to 3 years. All right? So that's how long they will last, and that's what kind of use they have.
Why is a kit important? A girl without underwear and without pads is subject to chronic and painful infection. She misses school 3 to 5 days every month, month after month after month, and often drops out. When she drops out, she immediately becomes marriage material. Age 14, 15, 16, doesn't matter. And then pretty much regularly, she has a baby. This tunnels her into a life of dependence, lack of freedom, and really she lives with indignity. A girl with pads, is able to stay in school, and the key is she learns a skill and she develops self-confidence. That's key. She marries later, she has fewer children, and she boosts her income. How would you like to do that? 20 to 25% over the course of her lifetime. This girl lives in dignity. She lives with dignity. She can stand up for herself, her family, her village. She becomes an economic driver, a social driver instead of a drain. She stands up against domestic violence. She stands up for peace, negotiation of peace, and takes a stand against war. I have a new challenge, and you can see from this map that there's an area in red, which is called the Kingdom of Mustang. And I actually did do a trek. Went there for 2 weeks, way, way up in the Himalayas, just south of Tibet. The people in the kingdom, I fell in love with this place, and I fell in love with the people. They're very, very poor, very needy, very kind and peaceful. The other thing that I want to do while I'm in the kingdom is I want to find women. I want to teach them how to sew a kit. I want to set up a facility, and I want to pay them a fair wage so that they can sew, they can make money, and then we come in and distribute the kits to whoever may need it. You know, Duca is this uniquely special person, and I was trying to think how to describe her without using Hallmark card terms, and I can't. She exudes peacefulness. She exudes this calm joyfulness about her, and she's a young woman. And one day she says to me, you know, Christine, such a small thing can make such a big difference. Such a small thing as this pad can change a life forever. So the way that I see it is this. When we improve the quality of life for one girl, we improve the quality of life for ourselves. When we improve the quality of life for a girl, we improve the quality of life for everyone, everywhere. And when we improve the quality of life for a girl that I talked about before, who stands up for herself, who takes a stand for peace and against war, this girl ensures our future and can change the world.
Okay. Christine.
Thank you.
So far, we've got 800 kits either already made or committed. So we're 4/5 of the way to our goal for the 1,000 kits that we need to get there. We've also got about $3,000 that'll help us get those kits there. Unfortunately, business operations and shipping run a lot more than $3,000. I think airfare is about that, to do one thing. So what we're looking for is help. Now, the kind of help that we're asking here for is we'd love you to find us on Facebook and like us, follow us, post, pay attention with what we're doing. The other thing that we're working on is fundraising. So we're open to fundraising ideas, concepts, inspirations that you all have that you're ready to share. Because we're looking for coming up with our $15,000 to $20,000 that we need for our business expenses to get this rolling and fund an ongoing effort to locate individuals that can produce these items in different countries around the world. The idea isn't for us to keep shipping it to them. It's to help them make a self-sufficient economic contribution in their culture and in their world. The thing I like about this most, I hear people talk about, well, we want more schooling, we want more training, we want more vocational opportunities for these folks. And yet if they can't go and be part of those events, part of those programs, it doesn't make a difference. The effectiveness of the existing programs cannot be realized when people can't show up and participate. So that's what we're about, and that's what we're asking for your help to make sure that we're able to do. So thank you much. I think we're open for suggestions. So what can you offer? We got somebody writing notes, so fire away. Yes?
Did you guys talk to the Albuquerque Fashion Incubator?
Albuquerque
Fashion Incubator?
Fashion Incubator.
And,
Albuquerque Fashion Incubator. Okay.
What they recently did was they did a coach campaign. So they did I think a Kickstarter campaign. They raised the money, and they actually taught people how to sew at their incubator. And they probably charge females to take these classes. So that might be a way for you to meet with them and make other students make these things and raise money for the fabrics and whatnot. At least you can see this way that way.
Great. Albuquerque Fashion Incubator. Thank you so much. Is there, find them on the web, I guess?
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Yes, please.
I love the idea of having people sew and manufacture their fairs to support their own community and have Josh with the fair way because that's awesome. Are there any operational obstacles that you're running into with getting the materials there? What can we help you with in terms of brainstorming that is a challenge to make it operational from your location?
Well, materials are available over there. And so that's kind of my job when I go in April, is to find quality fabric, find a quality sewing machine, and teach the women. So except for the waterproof barrier that exists in what's called that shield, pretty much we can find everything over there.
Are you good at able to get that there, or do you just
I'd probably just take that with me. And I have a commercial business here in town, Marpac, who is cutting the shapes for us for free. Yeah, it is awesome. Yes, ma'am.
So a lot of these like disposable sanitary products, you know, there's a group of people that are more into that than using the disposable stuff here. So have you thought about marketing these here, and the money that you use can support what you're doing with the women over there?
Yeah.
These are like a lot cooler than what's available.
It is a lot cooler than what's available. And so, you know, I've been thinking about some of the Native American pueblos. What do their women do? What do the women on the reservation do who live so remotely? And trying to make an arrangement with them.
Well, I'm even talking about people that shop at like the Co-op and Whole Foods and places like that.
That's a great idea.
Local marketing. Great. Yes.
Because, you know, there are women who actually prefer this.
Sure.
And in fact,
I use it myself. My daughter's using most of my social media uses something like that. So.
very good.
I want to talk to you, definitely.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
And just to piggyback on that, I can tell you my acupuncturist carries those in her salon. So she has an organic spa and salon here in Albuquerque and carries them there. So I think that there is a market and that you could certainly use those profits.
Well, I would love to know the name of that spot. I want to know, like,
Bombay Spa and Salon on Lomas.
I'm there.
But
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Talk to the purchasing person at the Co-op too.
At the co-op. That's a great idea.
Yes.
It sounds like some of the benefits that you're doing are similar to some of the benefits that have been achieved from initiatives from like the Gates Foundation, where they're basically decreasing infant mortality, and through that, they enable women to get out of that middle age. It's like a middle age, right? Coming in the 21st century. And so, have you considered partnering with foundations like the Gates Foundation
Well,
We would love to learn how to do that. If you've got ways for us to connect with them, if anyone does have a way of connecting with someone the process for connecting with the Gates Foundation or some other organization, we would love to talk to you and get a little of that information. Absolutely. Yes, great idea. Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Another thing too is we brought Brothers Sewing on as a sponsor for our event.
Brothers Sewing?
Their manufacturer representatives, I think, are getting a couple of machines.
well then, do you have a connection with them? Because the other thing we're really looking for, too, is introductions to Brothers, introductions to the non-baseball, introductions to Kimberly Clark, Haynes, like that.
Great, thanks. We'll be talking more. Yes, please.
And that's exactly what I was going to say. Nice for brand marketing, nice to coordinate the charity sponsorship with all the major brands. So I'd be happy to get in touch with you on that. But also, one of the things I personally do are some mission trips in Africa to different places. And when we go out to these rural villages, it's a different location in the world. But and I think you can work with any religious organization that's doing or any type of aid work efforts. But that might be there's a lot of people, my church has like 13,000 people in it. And so we would love to coordinate with you, and we're always thinking of new ways to.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Love to get to know you better.
I really think that you guys have like a potential of a business, not just a non-profit. I think there's a lot of people that is sick of all the waste generated by some things like toilet paper and stuff.
That's right.
There's places in Europe where they don't know what to do with their trash anymore. So I think if you start a Kickstarter campaigns and the internet, you guys can find a lot of support to get your business going, and then you guys can help all those other women like your nonprofit environment. I think people is getting aware of like how bad is this like disposable things culture, like toilet paper and all the wrapping food and all that stuff. And I think your idea, imagine if I'm a parent of two girls, so I have my wife and my two girls, so it makes financial sense and it's better. Instead of throwing waste and generating waste all the time, I would be just using that and it'll be cheaper, and it's just a change of paradigm. But if you think about it like disposable sanitary towels or disposable toilet paper, it's something here for, I don't know, 100 years or so. So it's just going back to the basics, and I think you guys have a good business idea.
Well, I love your idea. We like to think that we're building towards Kickstarter. That's why it's so important. If you would please find us on Facebook. It's Women to Be, and as well we're looking for email addresses to kind of get this thing kicked off and sharing. The other thing I like about what you said, our kits right now we think are going to cost us about $36 per kit. If it lasts for 3 years, that's $1 a month. $1 a month. Certainly, with all the females in your family, that makes a lot of sense. So thank you for saying that. Yes, sir.
I just kind of looking at your patterns and stuff like that. Have you guys thought about doing specific? We're in Breast Cancer Awareness Month, doing specific target marketing towards specific women's health organizations. So not only are you facilitating a need, but you're helping bring awareness to other problems that females have down the road.
That's a great idea.
And just off the top of my head, I would look. Doesn't Oprah have a village in Africa? I would look to talk to someone from her organization, see if that's something that she would get behind.
Excellent. We would love that. And again, like David said, we're kind of looking for the entree into those organizations. How do you do that? I can't tell you how many black holes of emails I've sent to various foundations. So, Stacy, you know that's to be true. Yes, sir.
I was going to say, if you're trying to set up a local sewing operation, Kiva does a good
Kiva.org?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Well, look.
Anyone else with suggestions for us? Yes, please.
I don't know if it would be good for raising money or whatever, but it seems to me like maybe another partner might be something like the Red Cross or an international organization that's working with all of the refugees that are happening from Syria and all that kind of stuff, because this would be a big need for them, and maybe a big group.
Yes.
Working with Red Cross and partnering with other organizations like that meet refugee needs.
Right.
Great. Okay. For your awareness, we are planning an event. It's coming up in February. It's coming up on Super Bowl weekend.
Woohoo!
Saturday. So we are still putting together the framework, the parameters, what the event will be. We envision artwork being a part of it. We envision some sort of art competitions being a part of it, some silent auctions and so on. But we'd love for you to at least promote the fact that the event is coming up when we have more information and we share it with you. The way you'll learn about what's happening is by finding us on Facebook, because we will post that information on Facebook. So if you're following us on Facebook, we'd really appreciate it. Secondly, when we do get ready to do a Kickstarter campaign, as a couple of people have already mentioned to us, we've learned that it helps if you have more components in place before you actually fire it off. And one of those components is going to be us posting it on Facebook and asking for your help and sharing it with the people that you know so that they can be a part of that Kickstarter campaign and widen the awareness of what it is that we're trying to do so that they can contribute and support it whatever way they feel is available for them. Is there anything else? Yes, sir.
Have you gone up to Boulder, Colorado, and talked with Narova University? Because they have...
Narova?
Narova University, yeah. They work with people in Bhutan.
Oh.
Narova University works with people in Bhutan. Okay.
Yeah, so that may be a safer region, or safer base of operations. And also there is a group here on UNM students for Nepal.
UNM students for Nepal.
About 2 weeks ago they had a fundraiser over at Old Town Farms.
Nice.
Yeah, a fundraiser at Old Town Farms. And I'm repeating this so I can get it onto the video. That's what I'm doing. I'm not just being a fancily dressed parrot. I have a purpose.
So yeah, make contact with Narova University, and they would at least favor you, or they'll be more receptive.
Great.
Is there a particular portion of the university to try to contact? Universities tend to have lots of people and offices and buildings.
Dr. Judith Simmer Brown.
Judith Simmer Brown.
If I recall correctly.
Okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yes.
I have a friend at Narova who could probably.
Oh, excellent.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Is your Facebook page women to be, is it with the number 2 or the word 2? That's
Word
the
two.
Facebook
This is the
page?
Facebook. Women
But
to
the
be.
website?
Yes, and I know.
Website has, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that.
I appreciate it for the clarification. Yes, sir.
Just for fundraising, I think long-term, the idea of marketing locally and using that money for a long-term charity is good. But short-term, targeted fundraising, and this sounds like something people with resources like medical providers in particular.
Yes.
There's a large group of certified nurse midwives in New Mexico.
They auctioned off a kit about 2-3 weeks ago, and they auctioned it off for $210.
Right, but so that's great, but continue because they do a lot of local philanthropy.
Excellent.
But you also might want to consider ongoing philanthropy because there definitely is a price around it.
Thank you. Certified nurse midwives in New Mexico. Thank you.
I guess we're getting pressure here.
No. Well, no, the final question is, what can we do as a community to help you right now? So you did mention for us to like you on Facebook. You also mentioned that you're looking for email addresses. Would it help if we passed out
Excellent.
a sheet of paper? And
That would be
everybody-
lovely.
Does anybody, Stacy Sacco, can we have one of your sheets of paper? Can you pass? Can we get anybody who's interested in this, can we get your email address?
Great.
And tell us,
Great,
yeah,
thanks. So
anything
she's
else?
been coming around asking for your email address. We'd love to have your email address on it. If you have any other comments you'd like to offer about what contact you had, please make that note on there. We'd really appreciate it. That way we're putting those two together and we're not just emailing you some sort of generic notice. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
You're amazing.
Okay. Well, so Julie, just asked the big question that always comes at the end. And so if there's anything else that you can do really is keep up with us. This is an organic, blooming, inclusive, powerful thing. And I started it 2 years ago, and now it's got a life of its own. And I just kind of follow it wherever it goes. And so if you would join with us in that entity, that's really, for us, very powerful, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was amazing. Thank you for sharing your story. You can feel her passion. So I wanted to give a few brief announcements before we introduce our next speaker here. Full Battle Rattle. Is anybody familiar with the work that they do? Awesome, huh? So they are actively seeking some more instructors. So please pass the word. They're on Twitter, Full Battle Rattle. I think it's Full Battle Rattle ABQ. But please help them out. We got an announcement from ABQ Soul FC. Come on up real quick, Larry. Amazing community event, right?
What's going on, 1 Million Cups peeps? It's good to see new faces out here, and really excited to tell you about Saturday. We've partnered with Civic Plaza in the city of Albuquerque. We are going to be showing the Mexico versus USA match on the 25-foot screen. We're going to have food trucks, jumpers for the kids, a dunk tank, which Ron has gladly agreed to be in, and it'd be a lot of fun. It's a free event, and if you guys have some time, and it's supposed to be a beautiful evening, we definitely would love to see all of you.
Where can they RSVP?
You can RSVP on Facebook. We are under Albuquerque Soul FC, and click on our events page, and you can RSVP there.
How many people do you have going now?
We're like at 900 or something like that. Woo! So look forward to seeing you guys.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Larry. Hopepreneurs, they have a conference that's coming up in November. I was hoping Jessica was going to be here to tell a little bit more about that. I wish I knew more, but I know it's, I believe, the first week in November. Do you know, Lisa? First week in November? And when is that one? November 3rd. Okay. And then we also got Santa Fe Fashion Week. Is Stephen in here that he can give a quick little update? Okay.
Thanks so much. So it's just around the corner. Santa Fe Fashion Week starts on Monday, goes through Saturday. We have Rock Against Racism one day. Monday we have a movie called True Cross about True Cross at the Violet Crown. And then Friday and Saturday we have 3 Project Runway designers flying in. Richard Hallmark, Samantha Placencia, and Samantha Black, which was Project Runway All-Star. And Naoma Moore is she's one of America's Top Models emceeing the event. So it's 6 days of events. Tickets start at like $25 for the runway shows. And then tonight we have a kind of a kickoff low fashion show for a new boutique, Retail Therapy, which was just written up in the Albuquerque Journal. So we're going to do a little fashion show at the Q Bar tonight for like $10. So. Where can they find out more information? SantaFeFashionWeek.com. And then I want to give a shout out to Sabio Systems. I mean, they were a sponsor early on. And then we just brought on Santa Fe BMW Mini as a presenting sponsor. So it's, like I said, 6 days worth of events. SantaFeFashionWeek.com you could click on schedule events, and it's going to be an amazing event. It's our 4th year.
Awesome. Thank you, Stephen. I just wanted to mention Emily, Baby Blastoff. She presented here a few weeks back, and she successfully reached her goal. So kudos. I was hoping she would be here, but we can give her a round of applause. That was awesome. We also wanted to mention November 13th, various startup weekends throughout the entire state. Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Las Cruces, and Farmington. So keep on looking out for those. More information from the startup weekend. And TEDx ABQ. Where did Charles go?
Perfect.
There you go.
Hello again. So we actually have, if you guys are all familiar with TEDx, anybody not familiar with TEDx, please raise your hand. Bruce, of course. So TEDx is actually having a salon, which is one of their smaller events. There's only going to be about 150 to about 200 people max there. So I know that there's still a few tickets left. So just go to the TEDxABQ.com website to be able to sign up for that. It is actually tomorrow. And speaking of tomorrow, myself as well as Tamara here in the back, raise your hand. We are both actually presenting, so you guys are going to have some great information. Again, it starts, doors open up at 5 o'clock, and it starts at 5:30, and is going to be at the Albuquerque art museum, I believe. Is that what it is? Yeah. You know, it's on Mountain. If you go to the website, buy a ticket, you'll know exactly where it's at. It's like $21 to go, so it's going to be perfect for you. And actually, I'm going to introduce our next speaker here, Michael Burns. It's the founder of Intelligent Cleaning Products. She's an example of it doesn't always have to be a sexy business. It doesn't always have to be the next great tech startup or anything else like that. You really can. It's about really seeing about an opportunity and innovating on something that's been around for a while and just taking advantage of that. So please, Michael Burns.
Oh, this is hard. I'm Michael Burns. You said clearly. I am the founder and creator of the Eco Toilet Scrubber. I've been cleaning for 30 plus years. I love to clean. It's a gene that I have. That's not all of us have it, but I do. And one day I picked up a toilet bowl brush, and I lost it. Man, it's like, who lives like this still, you know? And I just like kind of like took my life over, and I wrote a patent. You know, I have a patent on this, and it dissolves and is disposable. So yay. I used walnut shells as the abrasive, so it won't scratch. You know, it's 100% green. It has no bleach. It won't scratch porcelain or fiberglass, so it's good for RVs and boats, and because everything has a toilet. You know, I mean, it's something we have to do. It's, like I said, there's no sex appeal to it, but it's something that has to be done, and why not do it? You know, a better way. There's transfers. No, you know, these need to be in hospitals, assisted living. That's who I'm going after anyway. If I had any water, I would show you how it dissolves. And it also leaves a film on the toilet so hard water does not adhere. So rather than trying to get the hard water off, I've combated it from a different angle, and it doesn't have a chance, it won't adhere. And not forever and ever, but if you continue to use the product, it won't, you know, contact. So that's my product, and I'm right now still making them in my home, and I have an order with La Montanita, and I'm kind of been okayed, you know, with Whole Foods and several others. So if you have any suggestions, I know I didn't go 6 minutes, but anybody, yes.
How many times do you use them?
Well, that I know that's a loaded question. Probably around 4. I can eat, you know, in a normal setting. You know, you could use 1 depending on what, you know, like the definition of clean. You know, you ask every person, you're going to get a different answer. On Amazon, they're $9.99 for a set.
Are you looking for wholesale opportunities?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Is the handle recyclable?
Yes. And soon I'm going to be making it to where it's biodegradable, which is even better. Yeah, just. Thank you.
Are you the only one manufacturing them right now?
Yep.
Okay, so I run a nonprofit, and we have federal, national custodial contracts.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a federal, national buying power with the government if you were employing individuals with disabilities.
Yeah, yeah, well, this is as green as it comes, and I plan to, you know, do a whole product line. I want to do, you know, the cleaning caddy. That thing's a hot mess, and you know, I think that's been in my life for a long time, but years ago I lost a $50 bottle of wood stuff, and it made me mad. So I'm going to have a whole product line. But yes, I'm looking. Yes, those people are popping up, Native Americans. If it's made by them, then it can be used. Then they use it in the casinos and all their offices and things like that. But
how many
yes,
set? You said
$2.
$10 a set.
Yeah, right now.
Okay, awesome. I'll have you on the seat. Ask questions.
Okay.
Many other products similar to yours you compete with, and when it comes to pricing, how do you stack up against them?
I'm spot on as far as competitive pricing. There's nothing on the market like this. There's two. Clorox has it's a handle that's a hot mess that has a claw, and then it has a spring in the front, which that's the first thing that's going to go, and then it has a little sponge, soap-filled sponge, but those will stay in our landfills forever. And it says flushable, and oh my gosh, please, don't flush them because you'll be swimming in sewage, before long. And that's just that's just true. And as far as pricing, I'm right there with them.
How many years can you play with each?
About 4 to 5.
With this being, again, something that's not like amazing, like, oh, this is the.
I know, yeah, we're gonna clean toilets.
With something like this, what advice can you give the room talking about just these small little iterations, these next wave of whether it's cleaning products or just something, all the little simple things that whether it's going to be eco-friendly or whether it's just something that we use on a daily basis, giving people encouragement to. I went through the idea of, I think this is something that needs to be innovated on, to I'm going to take action and actually start doing that. What was your process?
That day, there was a day when it, I wanted to I almost threw it through the window, and then I would have had to pay through the window. So I didn't do that. But no, I took it personally, like Clorox, like the cleaning industry was, attacking me personally, and I did, because I've been cleaning for 30 years, and it's like we haven't come up with anything better. Seriously, these people, come on, people. And so, and then it just I don't know, it just took me over, and I didn't know I had to write a patent, but I wrote a patent. And
what was the next step after being aggravated at this that you took?
Becoming a scientist in my kitchen. Yes. And hiding in my kitchen, making, just kind of figuring out how to do this. And I tried to make it not dissolve. And then one night I was walking, I was just pacing or something, and I thought, oh, I want it to dissolve. I want it to go away. And then it just kind of, people and if you're in your lane, if you're doing what you love and what you're supposed to be doing, even if it's cleaning or inventing the next rocket ship, it will, the right people and everybody will come at the right time, like big contracts with government will come my way. Yes. Yeah, that's my next step, is the mommy bloggers and all those people. I'm still making these in my shop, so I always keep that in mind, because I'm number one on Amazon, and I have to make, it's just me, so I don't want to get in that, oh yeah, sure, I can promise you, X amount, and then not be able to deliver. That would make me very upset. So I'm kind of.
How many can you make in a day?
I can crank out probably 100. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's idiot, it's idiot work, but, it's, well, you mix the soap, inject it into the mold, and you let it set and, package it.
So
Yeah.
do you have plans to roll beyond yourself then?
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, this will replace the toilet bowl brush. You saw it here first. Yeah, I mean, it will. This will be the way we clean our toilet in the future and from now on. Yes. Yeah, I should put a link. Is that what it is called? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yes. I know. I'm doing the packaging, as you can see. I got 2x2 inch boxes. That's why they come in a set. And the packaging needs work. I mean, the packaging is my next big. Yes. Uh-huh. It's the Eco Toilet Scrubber.
When you were deciding on your patent, because it's not a cheap process, was it kind of were you saying I've got to protect this, or was it more of a people keep telling me I need to get a patent, so I got it? Or?
I don't know. I just started researching, and it's like you need to. I don't know. That's a good question because I don't remember. All I know is that someone must have told me that I need to protect my idea. And that poor man, I know, God, bless his heart, my patent attorney. But, and I do need to do a design patent, but I am protected. And I also am protected with him, and he's probably one of the best.
So can you talk a little bit more about the patent process? So other people, I'm sure, have great ideas out there, and they're thinking, I need to put together a patent. What are the steps to be able to go through that? You said a patent attorney.
Well, yes, you need a good patent attorney, but it's first to file. It used to be first to invent, and now it's first to file. So even if you have the raw, because mine was pretty raw, I didn't have a clue as to what I was doing, but you need to file it, and then you can go back and correct your mistakes. But, you need to do your research, make sure that there's nothing, that somebody else doesn't have your idea. And the process, I mean, there's if you go to US PTO and they give you, A, B, C, D as to how to write a patent. But, I mean, like, I've had an attorney kept saying, well, what's a prior art? Prior art. It's like, what in the hell is prior art, and it's like, that's your competition, and so one thing you really need to do in a patent is you need to go after your competition with all the gusto you have. I mean, you can't be nice, you rip them up one side and down the other. You do, and you have to because your patent is only as good as your claims, so you need. Even if the patent office doesn't give you all your claims, you just claim this and claim that, claim the sink, claim, your whatever, just claim it. And that's one of the big things.
So what's your next step? What are you looking to do next? What is tomorrow, or when you go home this afternoon, what are you going to be working on?
Well, I have an order for La Matanita, so I need to get those finished and packaged. And just to I need to manufacture big time because I can't get.
More colors or different to display. Hey, I've got eco-friendly.
Right. Well, I thought, because it's so easy to put a hook on this underneath the top of the toilet of the water, and just hook it there because these dry really quickly, because it doesn't. You're flushing away any bacteria or debris, You know, that's gone. So this is clean. Once it comes out of the toilet, you know, everything is left in. You flush the debris away. So this, it just like sucks. It just it dries up. So just having it hang there and, you know, until it's gone, and then toss it, you know, or recycle it.
You thought about
A video?
to show how to use it and maybe with some.
Yeah, yeah. I know, it is. And this suds, which is different than in most toilet cleaners, is it suds. So, which is what makes the...
Mostly just bleach, right? Are they mostly just bleach? That's what you're scrubbing with? Bleach or cleaning?
Well, I don't know what, you know, Lysol has one. It's just a fabric, or it's just, you know, and they also say flushable, but it has dye. And what it is they're, you know, those blue things that you put, and you say, I've just cleaned my toilet 10,000 times. It's like, no, you haven't. And, you know, all you're doing is, you know, making more work. And because that's a dye. And you put those in, it's like, whoa, because your water turns blue. And, I mean, a speck of that on a white marble floor, you know, I wouldn't want to be that person.
I would just say I'm not a branding expert, but your personality is gold. And
Oh, I'm sweating like a whore.
In your story and this product, people can buy lots of products, but there's only one of you, and so I would make sure that you package that as part of your.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's people that are as passionate about cleaning toilets.
I know.
They all want clean toilets.
Exactly. If you're paying money to, you know, to get your toilet clean, you want that thing to sparkle, right? Yeah. I mean, you worked hard for your money, so it's like, let it sparkle.
Totally agree with what you said. It's sort of like, you know, if you watch those old commercials from he was so excited, he was so dynamic and so passionate about whatever the frick he was selling. And like nobody's got passion about cleaning toilets like you do. I mean, you know, and so you're the person to sell that stuff.
Thank you. I hope I sell a lot of them. I mean, that's what I want to do. These need to be in the hospitals and assisted living. You know, I want to hit up Beehive. You know, so if anybody has any, you know, connections or, you know, I'm just kidding. But I know. I really know. Yeah, I really know I'm not. But I mean, they need to be, because they don't transfer bacteria. You know, you wonder why, you know, one person gets a flu in the family and then you clean it up and then, you know, blah, blah, blah. And it's like the rest of the family gets a flu. It's, you know, I don't know. But it doesn't, yeah, because it doesn't transfer bacteria. You just flush all the bacteria away. Okay, Nick? Okay.
I would also look at some eco-bloggers. People that, I mean, they would love this, right? It's not, it's non-toxic, it's not, you're not putting bleach into the...
There's no bleach. I mean, I would be, yeah, everything I would have would be ruined if it had bleach in it. Yeah, there's no bleach. So it's good for septic tanks.
Who makes the
It's Vamco. Yeah. Well, I designed the handle. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of work went into this handle. This is all you need. This is the perfect handle. And this is, I know. There again, here I go. Because you need this. I designed this to get up under the rim and down the U-bend, and it contours to the toilet. So, I mean, a lot of work went into it. It doesn't look like it, but it did. And this is the perfect handle. This is all you need. You don't need, you know, to be, sorry. standing in the dining room cleaning your toilet. Like these other companies have these long handles. It's like, seriously, I mean, they're so long, and you can't store them anywhere. And this is it. And then, and it's, and you're done.
Have you done any advertising?
No.
None at all, just on Amazon?
Yeah,
That's really, any ideas on advertising that she might be able to use? I think.
I was going to say I'm flush out of ideas. Whoa. So.
And it's New Mexico made, and I hope to keep it New Mexico made for as long as I can.
One of the challenges, you got to be careful what you wish for. If you don't have manufacturing ready to go.
I know. That's why I feel like I'm between a rock and a hard place, is because I want to go out and sell bazillions of these, but I'm still, as I, eject each, one at a time, so. Are there? Used? Oh, that's gross. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's probably just, they just haven't been used. They're not brand new from the manufacturer.
Oh, okay.
Six left in stock, and I think you're going to have 5. I think we're going to sell out today. So there you go.
Well, he just picked up a bunch yesterday, so he's been doing well. Because this isn't an online thing. I mean, I wouldn't think.
Well, until they know about it.
Well, yeah, it could be. I mean, if you were to go and see it demonstrated, at the Whole Foods or something, it's like you can get these on Amazon and it delivers to your house in 2 days. And that's what he hopes I do. My Amazon guy. But I need to get into them, but I need to know that I can fulfill my orders.
Basically, say every 2 months I'll send you one of these. You pay me one time for a year, and then every 2 months I send you 2 more.
Yeah, like on QVC. Yeah, it's like, get one of those things going. It's like, I'll charge,
Yeah. And then keep sending it. That way, you don't sell one, you sell 4 or 6 every year.
Right. Yeah.
It's a good idea.
So anyway, that's my product.
And the one last question that we have for you is, what can we as a community do to help you succeed today? What can we do today, right after we leave? What can we do? Order one.
Yeah,
not all at the same time.
Yeah, I know. Tell me I'm not crazy. No. I don't know. Just any advice. I'm open. I've never done this. I've always been on the other side, cleaning, and so I just, this is just a better way to do it.
You're open for suggestions.
Yes, very much so. I know. People do. They go, I'm going to go home and try to use this, Exactly. Yeah, because I am. I mean, I have. I've thought of that. Yeah, it's kind of like. Well, I hope so, because I love to clean. You know, I mean, I'm always cleaning, and you know, it's my son used to. See, I have a cleaning disease, and you know, he does, and that's okay. You know.
Thank you. Those are the best inventors, the ones that experience it firsthand, right? And then they make a solution. So awesome. Thank you so much. I just had a few more announcements. Sky Pets, they presented here a few months back. Their game is available on the iPhone tomorrow. Ryan and Shandon were the ones that presented. So it's available on the for iPhone for download. I also wanted to say, yeah, awesome. Wanted to say thank you to, yes.
There's a thundercloud tomorrow, so you can find, just go to thundercloud.com/skypets.
Thundercloud.com. Clap.
It's actually a really cool social media IT. Okay. So what you do is we all go to that, sign up, you register your Twitter account, and the more people, the bigger it is, right? It's a thundercloud.
Yes.
And they'll do, the idea is to get it trending. So it would really support the AGDG.
Yes.
If we could all do that.
All at the same time.
Yeah, and that's what the website does.
Yep. Awesome. Thank you, Aiden. And I wanted to say thank you to our amazing sponsors. The first one is Fat Pipe ABQ. If you have any questions, Miss Lisa is right here. At the beginning of the presentation, I had somebody ask me, what is this spot? I said, it's the most amazing co-working space in all of Albuquerque. You haven't heard of it. So if you have any questions, Miss Lisa's right here. Sabio Systems, thank you so much for sponsoring our coffee. Hartford Square, and then also O'Neill's and Gioco for giving us tons and tons of gift cards. So we have a few winners, Miriam Pino, Tamara Tharop, Tammy Bear, Joanne Yazzie Gallego. So you guys all won gift cards for tweeting. Just for tweeting. Just for tweeting. Do we have any more? Any more updates? No? Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody for coming.